you're not lonely. I still see your shadows in my room. I'll stream, but okay. My friends told me to say that. Oh, I think I like that. Okay, so basically, here's the commands for the abilities. It's not officially like fully done. There's just one more move I need to do, but that'll be another stream because I want to surprise. Well, not really anyone's watching, obviously, but as well just to make sure that I don't know what I'll say. So we have the basic moves, judgment. Now I know if the lines are mixed up, it's okay. Didn't research this at all, just use it off memory because I was too lazy to. So I will research it and change the messages if it doesn't actually sound or actually work, or like let's say the lines are mixed up. For example, this one for the dash, and if you're really close to enemies, like a whole group of them, I'll get a creeper for example. So see this creeper? Come on, I just turned it bloody peaceful. Okay, so when you spawn in the creeper, you use this one. If it's like one entity, it's only gonna focus on the entity, as you can see. But if it's a whole group, it'll teleport to each and each. Oh, it doesn't work sometimes. It needs to be a first person. But you can see it only works on one, but it needs to be all really close. You can see kill two, so it's kind of hard to kill multiple at the same time, but basically you get what I'm saying. And then there's the last one. So this one I made like trying to make a little cutscene. Obviously, not the best, but better than anything. So here we go. Now I just put this one up here. For example, top left, speech. Then I'll use off my memory again. And this may not look smooth, but for other players it is smooth. As I'm gonna show, it's gonna be a prime example with the player. It's gonna be my just ult account. So I got TP here, and I'm gonna. Also, if you wonder why I have resin break, this is what happens whenever you finish with it. You're gonna place it into resin brick until you use a move. So what I'm gonna do is slash board players set. Yes. So it's going to turn back to 0, but that's how it looks like from other players' perspective. It also takes you to the same place, so you can't just do, random movements during the cutscene to mess it up. But you will have invisibility and as well fire. Yeah, see on the right side of the screen, it was showing more smoothly for the second transition, so it's gonna a little bit look weird for you. But at the end, it'll just be okay. I'm gonna leave this account. Okay, there we go. So basically, whenever you finish with the cutscene, it's gonna constantly fill the same slot with your paper, which is the cutscene move, with a resin brick, because that's basically the move for like the cutscene. It's like basically like an ultimate. You can imagine that. Yeah. Whatever, but every time we do the cutscene, we'll have a move. Now, I'm still planning what this move could be. I'm not going to do it in this live stream, but I'm just going to show you everything. So, for now, just leave that be. I'm not going to mainly focus on it. I'm not going to show this move. Just to use that. So, if you want to, can we get this one? It's going to be when it's finished. No. So, this is the main primary functions. This doesn't help with these commands. You can change the effects or whatever on you, so. Repeat unconditional always active, 45% delay. Slash scoreboard players set all players without the tag equal minos DK0. Also, another thing you should need to know is each separate of these have their own scoreboard. So just to tell you that, I'll tell you what their names are. So basically, you need to make a scoreboard DK0. Just make sure you put that in. Make sure you do that. Now, what this does is any players without the tag minos will immediately be added to the scoreboard. Now, this just prevents the thingy from when you join in and you're not on the scoreboard usability, it doesn't work. So you need to set yourself a score and then it'll work. That's why I just set this one to 0. F45 ticks. So not as live as well. So it'll be repeat unconditional, always active. Oh, sorry, let me know. So the same as the last one before the 5. Instead, well, exactly, minos primos land 0. It just does the same thing with the other scoreboard. Make sure you add DK as a scoreboard. Primos land as a skip. Sprint T, because that one I forgot to add an automatic setting score. But just make sure you do this. If you're focusing on both projects and you're using them both, then you can do this one. You don't need to. This one's not even useful at all, but if you want to. Now this is where you move on to the effects. Not effects, sorry, effects for the player, yeah. Repeat unconditional, always active, 0 to delay. Slash effect, all players cycle, menace resistance 1, 1 troop. Slash effect, oh wait, sorry. Repeat unconditional, always active, 0 to delay. Slash effect, all players tactical minos, health boost 2, 23 troop. Now you can change this number to change how much health points you have. But to keep it more simple and more good, you can just put up 23. Repeat unconditional, always active. Slash effect, all players take a minute. Sprint generation 4-2 true. Make sure this is at a 15 tick delay. So, because basically whenever you keep constantly repeating the regeneration command, it's not going to work because it doesn't have time to regen you, and the effects constantly, like, it's the same as, same as a gun, not actually a real life gun, but like basically, let's say you shoot it, right? Everything resets whenever it shoots already. And you pull the gun, imagine the bullet disappears and then a new one pops up. When it's constantly repeated, it'll never go anywhere, actually. I don't know what else to explain it. That comes with regeneration, then there's repeat unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay, slash effect, all players cycle the minos, speed 1 to be true. Go into the 2 last ones, repeat unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay, slash effect, all players cycle the minos, strength 1, 3 true. Repeat unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay, slash effect, all players cycle the minos, jump autos per boost, 1, 1, 1 true. 1, 1 true. So this is just all for the basic stuff, This just all says, okay, here's the effects and the scoreboard setting, just make sure it's prepared when the player does get this attack, if they do or not. And then there's gonna be, what should I focus on first? This is the dash, and it's gonna, yeah, I'll go with the first one, this is the first project. So it's gonna be 3 command blocks, which are the main primary activation, which means the crouching and holding in your main hand. They're going to go to repeat unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. Slash test for all players toggle unless, comma, has item equal pointy little bracket thingy. It's like pointy circle bracket, whatever. Item equal emerald, location equal slot dot weapon dot main hand. So what this is doing is, I'm going to tell you to scared after I do the other one. Chain conditional, always active, 0 tick delay. Slash execute as all players technical minos at AS unless entity ASY equal 1.5, make sure it's square line, and comma dy equals 0 if entity as bracket thingy whatever y equal square line 0.7, comma dy is equal 0, and with square bracket run scoreboard players at famous line 1. I think so. Is going to be just one more chain unconditional, always active. Oh yeah, you do this one. Sorry. So basically what these two are doing is, I'll do this one after I finish explaining these both, is whenever you have it in your main hand, like let's say you crouch, you don't want it to activate anything if you don't have the item in your hand. So whenever I crouch, nothing happens, right? But whenever I use the item, whenever I have it in my hand, it's gonna work. As you can see, it'll do the ability. And that's really how it works. So then there's going to be a chain unconditional always active. This is for whenever you use the ability, it'll remove out of your inventory. Slash execute as all players tag equal minos, scores equal primus land equal 2 or over at AS run replace item entity AS slot dot hotbar 1 error. What this does is basically whenever you score over your scoreboard, it'll delete it, like acting like you used your ability. You can't spam it because the same as using an ability in a game, for example. You can't just spam. There's like a cooldown to it. So that's how it works. Now we're going to focus into this command block, which is simple one, repeat unconditional, always active, and 0 to delay. slash replace item entity. All players type with minos scores equal premise line equals 0 to 1. And then you end it in slot hop or 1 emerald. So what this does is whenever you score, aka the cooldown goes back to 0 from other command that set it back to 0, you get your ability back. So you don't have no emerald for the rest of your life until you set it back to score. Either going to repeat unconditional always active 0 tick delay slash execute as all players take 1 minos scores the premise line equal 2 at AS run save judgment. Now the reason why you're not doing 2 or over something like that or 2 between 3 is because whenever you do that, it'll like 2 ticks means it'll say it twice. And Minecraft always acts at 1 tick. 1 tick is its main basically the main power. You know, it's constantly putting only 1 tick at a time with repeating command blocks. So whenever you just put a single tick, the game will register it. Unless you have a really laggy game, put it like 2 between 3, which is just gonna be ... 3, or you can just do it higher. For example, like 2 between 6. Hold on, just one away. Like it can be 2 between 6 or 2.9. Depends whatever you want. If you want him to say like a million times, you can. It's up to you. That's gonna go into a chain conditional always active 0 delay slash scoreboard players add all players type equal minos premise land 1. So basically what this is doing is whenever you score premise land 1, this is gonna be like a little spark like on basically whenever the game's gonna detect he definitely has 2. So oh wait, sorry, let me explain this easier. That's not what the hell I'm saying. So basically, whenever you use this command, it's like, you score 2, and the whole command activates whenever it turns into 3. So how do you turn it to 3? So whenever you score 2, it'll add on an extra 1, and then kaboom! It's like the explosion sets in. I don't have to explain, it's kind of hard, but whatever. After finishing those, it's going to be these ones, which is going to be kind of lengthy, and don't panic, so it's going to be okay. Repeat unconditional always active 0 delay slash execute as all players type equal minos scores equal premise line equal 3 or over. Make sure the dot after 3, so it means over. Then you end it with the brackets whatever. At AS run scoreboard players add all players type equal minos premise line 1. So it's just helping with the basic commands and stuff. I'm too lazy to explain now. Also, all of these are made by me. Just to say, I'm taking all the credit because it's for me. I made this, and I'm showing it because I want to be famous. Never mind. So after doing that, whatever. I didn't know. Okay, let me just explain it anyways. So basically what it's doing is saying, hey, if he scores a 3, which is from the previous command block, it's going to go, hey, okay, continue adding 1 to it. So it's going to continue adding 1 to it. So you're going to repeat unconditional always active 0 to delay x slash execute as all players take a minus scores equal premise line equal 5. Add ES.TP as squiggly line space squiggly line 6 space squiggly line true. And what it's doing basically whenever you score 5 and that single tick delay, it's going to TP you up in the air. Kind of get it, yeah? Okay. Repeat unconditional always active 0 tick delay slash execute as all players take enough score equal premise and equals 6 ... which means between in Minecraft code whatever 18. So 6 between 18. Square your little square line bracket end and then little square bracket end as well. Add AS run TP AS whatever, like these 3 little square lines. So basically what that's doing is whenever you enter the base, basically you're gonna be TPing in the same place. Like this, for example. As you can see, I'll show with the ability itself. Oh wait, so that didn't work as much. Yeah, you TP up in the same place and then you fall down afterwards. I think so. Did I do this one? Hold on, let me check that one. That did, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So to repeat as all players taking minutes scores equal most lands equal 18 to 20 at ES run test for only to display this equal 15 equal 1 without the type equal bonus in it. It's not a type XP orb or it's not a type equal item. So what it's doing is just executing the command and saying, hey, is there any entities near this player? that we can TP to. So it says, okay, we found some. After you do that, it's going to go into a chain now, conditional always active 0 tick delay, slash execute as all players tag equal minos scores equal premise line equal 20 to 24, which is dot dot. Remember that, that's really important. At AS, run TPAS, all into the radius equal 15, C equal 1. Now you need to have the C equal 1 because it's going to be catastrophic whenever you use the command itself. Because whenever you're going to use creation and you forgot the C equal 1, you're going to have like pure torture. You're gonna be teleporting everywhere. It's gonna be like, oh, not really though. But still, I like keeping it one, so it focuses on one entity at a time. Now you can increase this number if you want, but I'm not sure if we can change anything because you got TP at 2 entities at one. Because last time I tried it, I didn't know what's wrong with my commands when I was doing it in the beta. But whenever I added this on and not, I was TPing everywhere. Just crazy. So make sure you include the T equal 1. Chain unconditional always active, 0 tick delay. Well, yeah. Such as yipiiii, all players that go minos scores premise line equal 25 to 76. At AS run damage, all entities radius equal 5 tick limit without, sorry, let me restart that. At AS run damage, all entities radius equal 5 without type equal minos. It's not a type equal item, and it's not a type equal XP orb. 35 mace underscore smash entity nearest player tag equal minos. Now, if you're not doing the V1 stuff, just to remind you, if you're not doing the V1 commands, you don't need to panic for the XP orb. But still, with a TPing command, you need to make sure you don't have the XP orb because you don't want to be teleporting to XP orbs. But for the damage command, you don't need it. If you want to damage that XP orb and vanish it, you can. But when you're TPing, you need to make sure that it doesn't has the command type equal exclamation mark XP underscore. Well, for the nowheres or whatever. Chain conditional always active 0 tick delay. Then you'll be running as slash execute as all players tag equal minos scores equal premise line equal 26 at ES run particle Minecraft dot smash underscore round underscore particle. Now it's not a dot as basic 2 dots. It's like a, I don't know what that name is. It's like a dot above dots basically. And then you do these 3 square lines. And yeah, what this does is basically whenever you score it for you, it uses those little thingies. And whenever you don't use it, it kind of looks weird, but it's like keeping it, I guess, kind of looks cool. Whenever you use it on entity, it looks some sort of way realistic. After doing that, oh wait, hold on, it's this one. Oh no, hold on, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. Chain unconditional always active, 0 tick delay. Slash execute as, or slash effect all players tag equal minos scores equal primos line equal 27 slow underscore falling 4-1 true. So what this does is basically whenever you score that score, basically it's like let's say you're doing really high and you still for an entity, like you do the command and you fly up all the way here from like an entity. You won't die, you will have slow falling, so you fall down slowly. And then the last one, which is a chain unconditional always active. Slash effect, all players tag minos, scores equal premise line equal 10 to 12, resistance 2, 22, 255 true. So what this does is basically whenever you score that thingy, whenever you get new resistance for a couple of seconds, so whenever you teleport down and someone tries to hit you, you'll have a little bit some iframes to replicate. I think so, that's it, isn't it? This one, slow falling. Yep. Then there'll be 2 last commands of repeat unconditional always active. Slash corporate players set all players tag equal minos, scores equal premise land equal 65 over premise land 0. So what this does is basically whenever you score and you finish your moves or whatever, it sets back to 0, giving you back the emerald. Now, reason why it's like, oh, why is the higher number like 45, for example, and why are you setting it only on 65? It adds like a cooldown, basically. So it looks like a cooldown, whenever you use it, As you can see, it doesn't appear, and then it appears all of a sudden, like acting like a cooldown, basically. Repeat unconditional always active. Next command is repeat unconditional always active. 0 tick delay. / execute as. All players title minos scores equal premise land equal 32 at AS run kill all of the typical and radius equal to. Now this one it's optional. It's really optional. If you want to add it, you can, you don't. So what this does basically, whenever you're doing your move and you teleport an entity, it kills all items around you, so you don't, like, let's say for example you have like loads of items, like random ones, like a log, for example, like, and other loot items, like they would be like these, they would be like these, this and all that, it'll be messy. So it just does that to clear your inventory. It doesn't clear your inventory, but it kills the items, so it can't go into your inventory. Basically, it makes it more simpler, and that's the first move done. It's kind of simple, but still quite long command blocks, and this is what you get for the result. Get this. Beautiful. Yep. That one is for like notes. Now we have the last one, which is not actually the last one, but the one that I'm gonna show only, not this one. It's gonna be these 3 command blocks, which is basically the same as the last one, but it's gonna repeat unconditional always active / test for all players side minus has item equals string location equals slot on weapon dot main hand. And this is doing the same thing as those 3 commands. The first one there. It's basically testing, hey, do you have a string in your main hand in your hotbar? And if it does, it'll run the command. Well, not run it, but it'll allow you to crouch and activate it. Same as last one, chain conditional always active. So to delay / x as all players tag to minos at AS unless entity ASY equal, or not y equal 1.5, comma dy equals 0, and with the square bracket if entity ASY equal square line 0.7, comma dy equals 0, run score players at ASDK1. Now what this is doing, it is doing oh wait, sorry. I forgot to tell one thing. Primus land, this is the scoreboard, it's just Primus land, which is basically, spell it, it's PRIMOSLAND. That's the way I like to spell it. You can change the name if you want, but you have to stick with it. And yeah. And this one is DK, which is just 2 capitals. D, capital D, and capital K. That's it. Chain conditional was active. We already did this one. Shit. Last one, chain unconditional is active / execute as all players technical minos scores equal DK to or over on ES1 replace item entity AS slot the hopper 3 air. Beautiful. It's now saying, hey, wait, did I do the last one? Like the I did, yeah. Okay. So that's doing the same thing as last one. Whenever you score it over and whenever you crouch, it'll empty the string out of your hand. Yeah, that's what this was, really. And this is the same one. Repeat unconditional always active. I know the zone of 0 ticks well, yeah. / replace item entity all players tag luminous scores equal DK 0 to 1. Slot that hopper 3 strict. That's just saying Minecraft, same as last one. Replace this hotbar with string. Just change the number so it goes into a different slot. And then this will go into these command blocks. Repeat unconditional always active, 0 tick delay. / execute as all players tag minos, comma scores equal DK equal 2 or over. And you end it with the brackets, whatever, at AS run scoreboard players at DK1. So singing, hey Minecraft, if you score us out by this one, can you do this one? Like, can you please, pretty please Minecraft add this on taking note? Just saying, hey Minecraft, and on an extra one, keep adding on so the command can run. Okay, we do that, and then yeah. Be unconditional always active 0 to delay / execute as all players take a minimum scores equal DK equal 13 at AS run side deck. Now, this is basically the same as the last one, or the other command, which says judgment. It just says what it says. That's simple to understand. Chain unconditional objective 0 to delay slash execute as all players tag equal minus scores equal DK equal 20 at ES1 test 4 entries ready equal 6.7 comma tag equal exclamation mark minus comma type equal exclamation mark item comma type equal exclamation mark XP underscore orb and without a tag colon. Now what this is doing is for the lawn one, you don't need lawn if you're not doing the V1. If you're doing the V1 command tutorial, then you don't need to, honestly. You don't need to keep the tag long. So don't panic about the long tag. You don't need to do it if you don't want to. If you don't have the V1, or if you have the V1 tutorial, whatever in your world for command blocks and stuff, it's optional, I guess, but you don't want TPing to fireball. Chain unconditional always active 0 take delay slash execute as all players diagonal minus scores equal DK 20 to 424. Remember the dot at AS1 TPAS little pointy up arrow 0.4 pointy up arrow 1.6 facing on this radius equal 9 C equal 1 comma tag equal exclamation mark minus and then the same for the rest whatever and tag equal on. Remember this is optional. If you have the B1 command you don't need to panic. If you don't, just remove that one then and then you do true if you really want to, but that true thing is to say, hey Minecraft, if he teleports in a block, stop teleporting him. And Minecraft will agree with that. What did I just mean? Never mind. Chain unconditional only active 0 tick delay slash execute as all players typing minus scores equal DK equal 20 to 24 at AS1 to be AS little going not school line but pointy arrow 1.8 facing and then that's just all the same as last time it was true. Now the reason why I'm repeating this command and not putting up the Y value is because it teleports you more smoother a little bit, but still a little faster. So it looks smooth a little bit. It's not necessarily smooth because in Ultra Kill he doesn't teleport smoothly, but you want to look nice, a little bit. And yeah, it's not done yet because there's still more. Oh my god. Chain unconditional always active slash execute as all players tag criminal scores equal DK equal 20 to 24. 20. ADS ones for all and this radius equals 0.4 type equal items type equal XP or whatever minus the Lord. It's testing it's players. I'm not sure if that even useful. To this a change it condition always active 0 tick delay. Now what this does is you need to notice now. You need to. Basically, whenever those commands work, it won't do this command. And you need to make sure that this command is a chain conditional always active 0 display. Now this one is for like bugs. See what happens sometimes when you run the command, it doesn't work properly, and that's a problem. So what this does is if the command doesn't execute properly, and it does detect the mob really close, it was 0.9, still if it detects it, then it will proceed to restart your ability back to 0, which allows you to do it again if you failed and it didn't do damage to the entity. So like let's say you miss the ability, for example. It doesn't hit. Like you do teleport to it, but it doesn't do the damage. It'll go back to 0, allowing you to do the ability again. And yeah, now we're gonna focus on the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commands. Repeat conditional always active, 0 tick delay slash execute as all players diagonal minus scores equal DK equal 20 to 25 at AS1 damage, all this ready equal 3 and whatever, blah 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 blah. Make sure you include this one so it doesn't attack you. 45 entity underscore attack entity nearest player type minus. Now saying, hey Minecraft, damage this mob that's really next to you and make sure he has this score so only damage at this time. So it does it at a time and if the entity is new, it will die. Change unconditional or suit delay slash execute as of players type on minus scores equal DK equal 85 or over at AS from player scoreboard player set AS K0. What this does is says, hey Minecraft, afterwards you finish with the ability, and I know that's kinda soon, but whatever. So it works. Basically only if you score over 85, it'll give you back the ability. Yeah. Kinda simple. Then it goes to the third one, chain unconditional always active zero take delay. Slash execute as players take a minimum scores equal 20 to 20 no 20 to 40 at is one kill all of the disabled item radius equal 5. This does the same thing as the last one. It says hey, if there's any items, kill it, so make sure it doesn't get your hot part messy or whatever. You would no more. That is some like 700 days of you for this one. Slash execute as all players cycle minus scores equal 5 to 25 as one player animation as animation dot player basically adding like a drop kick animation. Sort of. You can get it what I mean. Oh my god. This one. Yep. Oh sorry. Chain unconditional always active zero tick delay slash execute as all players tag luminous scores equal DK equal 15 to 20. Alias one play sound round dot explode, all players run radius equal 8, that's what I was playing to 0.4. And this is what the sound is playing, as you can hear. That's the sound that plays to represent you dashing, I guess. I just picked it because I liked it. Tuning control always like to search to delay the last final effect or not effect, yeah. Slash execute as all players tag minus scores EK20 at ES1 effect ES resistance 25255 true. And this is the same as the last one for the iframes. It's basically going, hey, you have some seconds of invincibility whenever you move. And yes, that is so far what I have. There will be another move, which makes 3 altogether. Basically 4 if you count the cutscene move, but not necessarily will do even any damage. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. That's what it is now for now. All these commands are decent. They're kind of small, not perfect, not crazy, not annoying. Nice. Now this is going to be most complicated. Well, this is the whole main command itself. The main command itself here, which is the paper thingy. Kind of a lot, but these are mostly for the effects, items, whatever. Yeah. So yippee! Thank you for watching. If you somehow even watch this far, I don't know how your interest peaks with this.